Hey, welcome to John Eats Cheap. We're on location today. If you remember, a while back we did some HelloFresh. We tested those out to see how they did, the meal kits. And I kind of had a tough time with it. So did Mrs. Cheap. Kind of tough to make. I got notified from Tiffany here at the Brook Street Market in Bondurant, and they have their own meal kits. We're going to try those out, see what those are all about, and try those on John Eats Cheap, see if they're maybe as tasty and maybe a little bit easier to make. Hey, it's John Eats Cheap. We're at the Brook Street Market in Bondurant, and they've kind of teamed up with Wildtree kits. Remember we told you we tried HelloFresh and found it confusing, expensive, tasted good, but didn't really think it was worth the money. This is an alternative. It's right here local in the Des Moines area. This is Tiffany.
Hello.
She's the Wildtree expert, and let's just come on in and look at a kit here.
Yep, we're just going to dive right into what you guys are going to be getting. So I work for Wildtree, and this is the Primal Plates kit that John will be prepping.
So that'll be, here's the menu of
right
all
here.
the items. It's 10 different meals.
Each meal serving 6 people, so you're getting a total of at least 60 servings in your bag. With this, you get all the seasonings and spices that are needed for the recipes. This is your bag that you get from Brook Street Market.
Insulated bag.
Very nice.
And this all comes with all your meals in it.
Yep, everything is going to be, I'll have you slide that guy open. Everything that you get is already going to be prepped. So everything that the recipe calls for is going to be in this bag already. All you're doing is adding in your seasonings, spices, and any marinades that the recipe would call for.
So the right amount, you can see onions and peppers already chopped up. That saves you a lot of time.
A lot of time, yep, and a lot of wear and tear on your knives.
And now we can take this home and cook it tonight, or we can put it in the freezer,
Yep.
right?
Yep, you also get some nice little bag labels. So after you're done adding in your seasonings and sauces, you're gonna have a sticker for your bag, which you'll see that they're actually already labeled. So then you just go, this is number 9, you'll go to number 9, which is your adobo lettuce cups. And then stick your label on there. You're free to put it in the freezer or cook it that night. So it just makes everything really easy. You've got your reference book that tells you all of your nutrition information.
I just want to point out, look how easy these recipes compared to the other one that we tried. Just a few steps. 4 directions to make this meal. That's a lot easier. I'm guessing, I haven't done it yet. Also, this is what I like, the selection. I mean, you've got chicken, chorizo chili, burgers, lettuce cups, pork carnitas, shrimp and sausage, salmon, brisket stew, I mean pork chops. Look at the variety. That's
All right,
10 different meals.
the most important thing, obviously John Eats Cheap.
Yeah.
Ask me the price point
Yeah,
per
what's
serving.
the price point? Because when we tried the other, it was $15 a person.
This is less than $5 per serving.
Yeah.
So that is a night and day difference for any kind of comparison that you've done with either HelloFresh, Blue Apron. You're going to be at least $11 to $15 a serving. This is literally your spices, your prepped produce, meat, veggies, everything in there. Pairing those together, you're at less than $5 a serving.
And now people, they order and you can put this together and you say you can like do a
Yep, we've got
delivery thing?
multiple different ways that you can do it. For somebody who wants to do it in a social atmosphere or a group setting, they can come into this room. They come in here, I have their groceries all ready for them. They get a fun little apron to wear, their measuring cups. Everything is set up for you. Plus I cook you one of the Wildtree meals.
While you're working, put your stuff
Everything,
together.
yep. So it's just a nice social setting.
I was gonna say, a social
do it
gathering.
with
The
your
ladies can do it,
friends.
the family can do it. You mentioned getting
Yep.
kids involved on putting
Yes.
spices and stuff.
So they can do it like that, or if you're somebody who has a very tedious schedule and you've got lots going on, we offer delivery too. So there's no additional charge for that.
Nice.
So what we do is we just have the spice kit sent directly to you. Then we just correspond with you directly on you know, what day you want your groceries to show up, and then I deliver those right to your doorstep.
Like you said, the ingredients, Brick Street, a great meat market, great produce.
Excellent.
It comes from right here. I mean,
Yep.
you don't get any closer to the source
Exactly.
than this. And this stuff's great for people who like to use, like I like to use, you know, cooking on the stove. You can use Instant Pot. You say
Yep.
these are great for Instant Pots, and also slow cookers. So whatever vessel you're going to use to cook, we'll find that out when we make some of these. I can't wait to try them.
Yeah, I'm excited to see what you guys think of them and how you like them, and the recipes and the food speaks for itself. I think once you guys try it, you'll definitely be on.
How do we
board.
get a hold of it? By the way, this is just a great little kitchen area.
Oh,
This is so cool and so professional.
thankful. Brick Street is amazing. I tell you, Brian and Mary are just the best people you'll ever come across, and they kind of helped bring my dream to life by creating this spot for me, in hopes to really boost the meal prep industry here in Bondurant. So you can get a hold of me. John will be posting a link on his site. That's also going to give you some special incentives for ordering kits, but you'll be able to reach me directly, and I would love to help, you know, get you guys one of these kits just as well as I got one to John.
And that's the other thing too, it's local. I mean, it's
Absolutely.
in Bondurant, Iowa. This is as local as you get.
Yep.
Thank you, Tiffany.
Yes, you're
Appreciate
very
it.
welcome.
Thanks to Brick Street, and we're going to give it a try, the Primal Plates from Wildtree Kits. All right, we're home from Brick Street. We have our bag of food. This thing weighs about 40 pounds. Everything's already in baggies. It's all prepared and ready to go. We just need to add our spices that they sent home with us. And we have an easy little recipe card. It says for each item what you need to add to it. So it's that simple. I'm going to just start off on the top. PP3. So number 3 would be the Ethiopian brisket stew. I've never had that before. And they're just color coded on what you need to add. I have 3 seasonings I need to add to this. So we just open up the bag and we're just going to put them. I got to smell that. Oh yeah, that's tomatoey and goodness. Half a tablespoon of adobo seasoning. So I'm going to get my adobo. Half a tablespoon. So I'm gonna go by the teaspoon because 3 teaspoons equals a tablespoon. So it's a teaspoon and a half. Next up, half a teaspoon gourmet sea salt, 5 pepper. Gourmet sea salt. Let me get the right thing here. Tuscany, garlic and herb, the last one. There it is, sea salt and pepper. So I'm doing half a teaspoon. That would be this one right here. 1/2 teaspoon going into the Ethiopian brisket. And 2 tablespoons Ethiopian spice blends. 2 tablespoons. This is the Ethiopian spice blend, and this smells so good. And we're doing 2 tablespoons. 1 and 2. All right. And that's all we need to add into that. The meat's already in there. The onion, the tomatoes, the broth, the kale, the spinach, it's all in there. So now we seal it up, get as much air out as possible, and seal it. Ethiopian brisket stew, that's number 3. Got a nice little sticker here. Just peel off that sticker and put it on the bag. And we're ready to, if we're going to eat it in the next couple days, refrigerate it or throw it in the freezer. I bet this will really be good just making in the crock pot. Let it stew all day. I can't wait to try that one. All done, all prepared. This is all the food that was in that refrigerated grocery bag. All the meats, everything's diced up, real nice. We just added the spices. It took about probably 12 to 15 minutes. They're all ready. They're all labeled, nice label, ready for the freezer. We already picked out the one we're going to have tonight, so we're going to test that one first. I will say one thing. When we opened the packages to add the spices, the smells were amazing. So just with the liquid stuff and the meat, it smelled great. But we've got pork, chicken, brisket, we've got sausage, salmon, pork chops. We've got like all the bases covered. We can't wait to try these. This is the Primal plates, and thanks to Tiffany at Brick Street, and this is just going to be fantastic. We can freeze all of them, but the one we're going to do tonight. Otherwise, these are all ready for the freezer, ready to be made down the road.